Why GC News? Nima Obibia Akwaba. Na se we subscribe to the channel that message say over subscribe. Obi abayani say over click the subscribe button. Na wa be notification when sa new video bia no so was can be after we are na wa like video no give us a thumbs up, my thumbs up na fi share ma over so na when you do na wo hwe afi yenko some of the Tróuble into some koso
Miankasa me constituency MP Kweku Kwarten ewi konfo bia le Ghana and they sorry ya CO Obuasi West MP Kweku Kwarten uni Kweku Kwarten me Obuasi ni o me MP no we Jimmy rough or throat cancer onim senche obewu me na make asem tie akwa we or a criminal. Yes, sorry, yes, Kweku Kwarten has started speaking against the NPP government. Well, we Kweku Kwarten, and I'll say we have been running our country's economy like a Ponzi scheme. The economy is struggling today because leaders are now refusing to lend to us. Oh, sorry. The economy is struggling today because lenders are now refusing to lend to us. It's like a Ponzi scheme. Kweku Kwarten said, and onu Kweku Kwarten, ebia onim Kweku Kwarten, or Obuasi West MP, MPP ni, Ura Parliament no, and MPP for the Deputy Minister, Finance. Time I can Ofori Atta start here, oil damage I be do 2020. Now kwa win any deputy, or your Obuasi West MP. Omo mushe bomuno, omno metomano, free Boakye, on school Obuasi da. But Obuasi for the be a Jimmy, I'm so the appointee be susu kura beto amana, and I'm kwata appointee we buy no tomano. Kweku Kwarten atena parliament okọ Obuasi na busa se de na waya a TV poll na the dintare ho. TV poll. Metwe bie phone line se busa Obuasi for se e de na Kweku Kwarten ko parliament. Se 12 years se de na waya Obuasi. E TV poll. And akwasi ampenyu. Ene ade achi na sorry ya akwa we say we hu wiase nyansa nyina MPP for ya akronfo na MPP for run Ghana sika to say nam 1 Kweku Kwarten suddenly a man for say hey Kweku Kwarten de oni papa hwe se wo ka no kure oboa onim sa aban besesa. He's trying to buy you. We are one of the most dishonest politicians in Ghana. See they make a chiro. And the Kweku Kwarten jina radio so ejina join you ka say I MPP for Akronfo they are running the country's finances like a Ponzi scheme. This guy was in charge of Ghana's finances. He was the deputy minister to Ken Ofori Atta. Akwa we jina parliament e defend every corrupt activity by Ken Ofori Atta. He got money out of it. Ken Ofori Atta them gave him money. Only Ken Ofori Atta could deal now. Only the defending Ken Ofori Atta or parliament. Tie Ken Ofori Atta onye MPO. This guy was a minister and an MP at the same time. So he had the opportunity to defend Ken Ofori Atta chrono. It is a Ken Ofori Atta kofa e-levy bar when an Nigeria parliament a defend. Ken Ofori Atta we isika when Nigeria parliament a defend. It Ken Ofori Atta damage o nyina e akwa we and defend the parliament. Kwasia we the team to me fu when you throat cancer and the ono nam say and the MPP are buying no run the Ghana sika accept is a Ponzi scheme. Then he started the Ponzi scheme. This is Kweku Kwarten ma menche nipa wabodam obi oya kromfo. Don't trust a criminal. Don't trust a thief and a liar. Kweku Kwarten, he was the chairman of the finance committee in parliament. Ghana over parliament on a chairman of finance committee or a former deputy finance minister. And the Kweku Kwarten catch Ghana for say MPP are buying the finance ministry no almost run the Ghana to say Ponzi scheme. Wait or see a Ponzi. Who started running the country like a Ponzi scheme? Ken Ofori Atta ko parliament. Ken Ofori Atta disika omu wiye sika pe no abe defend your parliament no mama o sika se ko enkran ko head estate. Oba Obuasi a ni nuaba eye galamsey se na adwini nya adwuma. Obuasi MC adanse bona ewibia ne nse na kontane akwa we oma se kuro ni nyina galamsey twa Obuasi ho ahia Kweku Kwarten ne Obuasi MC adanse bona ene Kweku Kwarten nuaba oye teacher me kaisa akwa we na asemba first that time I had started doing scandals.
News on YouTube.
And I'm a catcher Obuasi for say Obuasi Municipal Assembly. War on down in Kofo we music on the MC, you know. Kwasia we betina Facebook I say, oh, Kelvin Taylor be wate. Yes, na yere ashawe ni. And at the end, they say na rodwin some your froye. Kwasia we oh. Because when you say Obuasi phone be ye moa on metuama no on free Obuasi. But I'm fe Akoktakyie nko Obuasi. Now here, oh when the oka, mo hwe Kweku Kwarten. This is Kweku Kwarten. Listen to him. Ken Ofori Atta ba parliament obey disrespected parliamentarians or we are parliamentarians for sika. Now, this was in 2020. Ken Ofori Atta be ready budget now. What did this guy say? Satan on him say Ken Ofori Atta any MPP omo run a Ponzi scheme. Listen to him.
I see again a commitment by government to cut back on the exemptions we give in this economy. And as I speak, Mr. Speaker, we are aware that the exemptions bill 2021 has been laid in this House. Mr. Speaker, these are the interventions government is asking us for approval for. But, Mr. Speaker, I proceed by saying, as Parliament, not only should we be approving and supporting government in these initiatives, Mr. Speaker, we as Parliament must also lead by example. Are there ways, Mr. Speaker, are there ways the leadership of Parliament can cut costs as Ghana seeks to bridge the gap between our revenues and expenditures? Mr. Speaker, are there ways that this House we can lead by the example? The Speaker reminds us all the time that we, as a House, we would like to not just oversight the executive. Is this something that we should do? Mr. Speaker, should we continue, for example, to procure these glossy calendars and glossy diaries year on year for Parliament? Fiscal prudence, we ourselves must set the example. Mr. Speaker, I must go on, I can go on and on and on. But I pause here.
As a man organizer, how did this guy become finance minister? This guy cannot put sentences together. How did this guy become finance minister? He stood in parliament defending Muntieno. He went to Asase Muntie. Wait.
If we approve the budget, then it becomes a working document. Then we can go into the budget and consider the individual revenue mobilization measures and the resource allocation measures, which have come in the form of requests from government. Then we can consider them individually and make decisions on them individually. So we have the opportunity, for instance, you may well approve the budget, but say that you think that the allocation to, say, the office of the president is too much, and therefore we should scale it down. Parliament is not allowed to raise it, but Parliament is allowed to cut. So we can make those individual decisions on individual items.
You are watching Juicy News on YouTube.
So
Hot news
what
all
we are
time.
debating now
you
is
are
whether
watching
or not
Juicy
we should
News on
accept
YouTube. Hot news
the
all
budget
time.
as has been presented as a working document and be able to consider the individual revenue mobilization request and resource allocation request under the budget. If you reject the budget, what it means is that in respect of the 2022 budget statement, there's nothing before us. So the executive must go back and redo the budget. Okay. Now they will have to go through the usual consultations. Maybe some things will not be repeated, but whatever it is, it would require some time before it comes back to Parliament for reconsideration. Now, as we speak, even now that the budget is finished, is already before us, we are racing against time because we must pass the budget before the 1st of January 2022. So you could see that even those debates, ordinarily on the economy, for instance, you'd have had 4 persons from each side debating. Yesterday, we restricted it to 2 because we don't have time.
Well, Honourable, though, you can't blame the opposition for that. You presented the budget.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. I'm not blaming the opposition. Not at all.
This guy was defending budget, and Ghanaians were saying we didn't want. Every nonsense Ken Ofori Atta brought to Parliament, this guy supported it. This guy even went ahead to debate, to defend it, to tell us to say, Jimmy, and that we need to accept it. And sir, Ofuywe, I turn around to say, Ghana's finances for the past 8 years is being run like a Ponzi scheme. Inti yensa ya nyoma, yasa ya nyoma be we or a jail candidate. Ghana for ne Jimmy and yama people like this lead us. Only respect, only integrity. Wa fit and then oba be di. And dina odi and a Jimmy for bisa wa ya de. Wa na wa fe o fe. You threw up yourself. It is a what is the big deal here? This guy is part of the reason why we are here today. Yako IMF, this guy was an integral member. E-Leviba, this guy was an integral member. COVID-19, when they were lying to us, this guy was an integral member. All the things that they have passed through Parliament, these things, when they push this through Parliament, and they are saying Supreme Court urged GRA to suspend tax waiver granted 42 companies under one district, one factory. So, tax waiver, the bar Parliament, na NDC for say, yenjai, may grant all this waiver. This Kweku Kwarten fool was there. He was supporting it. Now Kweku Kwarten in the Parliament. The tax waiver we buy, Ghana for NDC for sorry, it is too much. All these companies cannot be given a waiver. Mokai sent you oil. Sa edu Sophia Wairi. Sa oil refinery be fake one be on be no temano. Mokai says sa company nkwaya more $400 million a tax waiver. Mokai under one district, one factory. Kweku Kwarten defended that. And the Supreme Court say, reverse it, suspend the tax waiver. The question here is, Kweku Kwarten time na we nyina koso no na oni ho. So today the Supreme Court is saying, sa tax waiver na ye den, be ma no, suspend it. You are urging them, you are not forcing them. The Supreme Court urged, the Supreme Court urged that. It means the government can decide not to take what they are saying. At this point, right now there it's not a Supreme Court. Sorry. So right now the 42 tax waiver. Sorry, let me recorrect this. The minority rather is urging the Supreme Court to stop this tax waiver. It goes through Parliament. 42 companies. Now the question is whether is the minority urging Supreme Court to activate to stop the NPP from doing what? From passing or giving these tax waivers. No? The question here is, did the NPP, including Kweku Kwarten, did they support this? Because the NPP, NDC, for a very long time, they have stood their grounds. They have been consistent. Says some of the companies that are being given these tax waivers, they can take care of themselves. They are not supposed to be given this huge tax waiver. But the NPP government, Kweku Kwarten count in Parliament, Opa Ochina, my NPP for another bill in Parliament. This Kweku Kwarten guy, when you have throat cancer, he will go and do what? He will go and support it. With Jimmy. You gave Central Oil almost $400 million tax waiver. A Chinese company say, Oba oil refinery of Ghana. Abratama oil refinery needs about just $500 million to get back to operations. Tema oil refinery, it needs close to just bare $500 million to work effectively. Mama Central Oil, how much? Close to $400 million tax waiver. Kweku Kwarten not to Parliament. Did he say no? He said yeah. Today, look at Central Oil. So Central Oil now a more tax waiver of almost $400 million. No? Central Group to invest $980 million in its oil refinery. Who is going to make the money? It is a private entity. It is going to make money. How did they come up with $980 million? I'm asking a simple question. This same Central Oil, edu the Ekusibuati mokofa baye, Akufo-Addo mokofa baye, almost be a private oil refinery in Ghana, ye more tax waiver of almost $400 million. Today, this same company has been able to raise $980 million or investing in their refinery. Ask yourself, how were they able to raise $980 million and we, a poor country, giving a private company $400 million tax waiver? Yeah, how were they able to raise $980 million in a space of about 6 months? Yet the they turn around and come tell us to say, the country is being run like a Ponzi scheme. In Tiambo and Sema Kweku Kwarten kwasiawe. Omo Jimmy. Kusi Boakye Agyarko Chinese way here for we and omo front mano. On a Bawumia and omo be a sent oil. And as Chinese for we, Sanko for we, Sunday, now sorry them no mujina. And your tam, you see your mom tax waiver of $400 million. Omo be oil refinery or Ghana. In the 5 months, almost pumping $980 million in their own company. Who is going to make the profit? You have given them $400 million tax waiver. You catch them some kwasiafo, they need to go to opposition. Or catch them say, na mahama be there, uni. And then kwasiafo kusibuati sorry them. You can't Ghana for one go and ya mom VIP atnaso. And I'm chrome for Ghana before moi. Omugu say moi. In the name of your somanyame in Ghana. Now is a Chinese from go almost yankopon. Do you think they care about Monkwasi Adiamugwa or them? Or them business? Kusibuati or them business or a gold dealer or a diamond dealer or your oil dealer. Kusibuati or international criminal.
You are watching Juicy News on YouTube.
And a whole government takes 400 million tax waiver. In the 2 months company was with 980 million. Or the bad day, or the bad invested or Nuan Kasani company who is going to make the money. Have you invested in Sentio oil? Has the government of Ghana invested in Sentio oil? When Sentio oil makes $10, do you get a cent? Moya mwana. You people like, why is moya mwa? You can't some children among tiasye. Mubi. Turn the go na eshno. Turn the go na aprono. Kwame Nkrumah the year tall. Kwame Nkrumah na na po kwasiane when se tingalingaling. Obedi di Kwame Nkrumah tem. Kwame Nkrumah the sea tall. Tema oil refinery. Kwame Nkrumah the sea. Na pore na sefo nkwasiafo omo nim nyansa omo mpese Ghana because nti omo to odi na Kwame Nkrumah tem kwasia na hwene se tingalingaling mo be ma Chinese fo nkwasiafo bi sofo kromfo wi and omo nya $980 million way. You people mo kan na nkofo odi nkwasiasem kire Ghana fo no ana sometime ya say Jack by we day
hini bi mumfa ni di mam yeso ye no wosi no ngwa de ah Bobu Ulomo, our day. Chief priest, a day. Our day. Why a chief priest? It when you know now why and in 21st century, in this age and era, freedom. Why a chief priest? It yes or Walia Kola 12 years. Wabodam. Oye chief presa no nga for monganjam chief presa so more mental problem mo oye be man so dey make am abunfu opa dum tv no sense mu say ya na mbedi 21st century dum tv ni dum entie kura dum no wabodam ko freedom oye chief priest etie so wale akola 12 years wabodam ko oye chief presa no nga for monganjam chief presa so more mental problem mo oye be man so dey make am abunfu opa dum tv no sense mu say ya na mbedi 21st century dum tv ni dum entie kura dum no ko well human beings what breeds are this wabodam ko oye chief presa no nga for monganjam chief presa so more mental problem mo oye be man so dey make am abunfu opa dum tv no sense mu say ya na mbedi 21st century dum tv ni dum entie kura dum no ko well human beings what breeds are this.
And this boy is walking in Accra na in Crown 42 ye be omo lunch omo dien you people. You are working in Accra. You have home. Everybody should sleep. Everybody don't go to market. Kwasia we edidi matem. Nobody did anything. Obi anchina fase kan woni trim. Kwasia we ni nam ho. Ni kuro mu bomfa enru 1 yard. Kwame fifa. Ni kuro mu bomfa enru 1 yard. E kuro ni nyina enru 1 yard. Kwasia we da ho tenkran. Because mon kran for bi akogiska if you Kweku Kwarten ho. This boy is denigrating you people. and he's still working in Accra. Now, you people, when somebody says anything against Nkranfoɔ, is anybody going to speak? You want respect from who? More per respect to free wine ho. This twerp, this animal, disease of a human being. Come if you for down and I'm crying. Now, oh, you're crying in and I'm crying. Oh, bodam. You want me to respect you? Deal with this first. Take care of this first. But Taifa Bokina not to but Taifa Honum. Take care of him first. Handle him and let him understand what to be so. Yes, and then I will say Nkranfoɔ are powerful. At this point, Nkranfoɔ powerful than anything. Who is powerful in Accra? Nobody. Because this twerp, this fool, has disrespected Gamanche, disrespected the chief priest, disrespected every elder in the community or the God Traditional Council. The youth are watching him. He's drinking with them, sleeping with women with them, and you are watching this filthy thing. And you want to go and do what perform homo, then you're successful. Now, ahemfo, any abosomni eninje. Your gods are pissed off. The gods of your land. You people don't show them any respect. You cannot defend your land. You cannot defend your gods. Your tradition has been tainted. Kwasia we ko didn't hear tema obeti asie. San semu ya wokeka wo Nkranfoɔ asase so yi. Ye ka kire otumfo anka kwasia we ko obeti asie. But we sit in Accra and we sit there acting as if we say yente hwe. How do you want respect when such a fool is walking on the street of Ghana? Nobody has broken his neck. I'm telling you, you got people. They will take all your land. They will take it. Because you people have allowed yourselves for these accounts, these dirty people who don't know where they are from. I am an account, and I'm telling you, you need to be free. Majority of us, we don't know where we are from. Because are corrupt. Most of them. Now, how can Kwame Free say these things and still be walking on the street of Accra? Now, you will see him all time. Now, Emrantia Betri are walking on the streets of Accra saying, we are Nungwa boys. You are crazy. What makes you a Nungwa boy? What makes you somebody also young cranny? You cannot protect your land. You cannot protect your gods. You cannot protect your leaders. And this boy is still walking on the streets of Accra. You want me to talk and defend in crime for?
You waiting for this news so and our head on. So when you subscribe, we are subscribe. Now, what like it, my favorite watch a video. I'm offer for so in your video. Also, meeting at working for a year and some way now. I will comment box in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.